Yeah, that's right, Erica. That tweet, it's important to note, comes after Jeff Sessions said yesterday that Michael Horowitz was going to be looking into those alleged abuses of surveillance. And I should note a few things that are wrong with that tweet. Yes, Michael Horowitz was appointed to his latest current position in 2012 by President Barack Obama, but he's someone who worked in top roles at the DOJ under both Republican and Democratic administrations and was once appointed to a job by President George W. Bush. So a little bit of context there. He's also known as very much of a straight shooter here in Washington. But that tweet there is a part of this larger attack by the president on his Attorney General Jeff Sessions, someone he has been very frustrated with since he first recused himself from overseeing the Russia investigation last March. And he's continued to attack him not only on Twitter, but in interviews and whatnot since that first happened, calling him weak, beleaguered, saying he's very disappointed in him, saying he would not have picked him to be the Attorney General if he knew that he would have recused himself. So less of an attack on the Inspector General, whose job is quite literally to inspect those kinds of matters, and more of a return of those attacks, that friendly fire on his Attorney General Jeff Sessions here, Erica.
And of course, as all of this is happening, there are new revelations about the president's inner circle and what may be playing out there, Caitlin.
Yeah, that's right. Several things. A very bad day for Jared Kushner yesterday. His top aide announced he was leaving the White House. That is his communications director, Josh Rafael, but also two other very noteworthy things. Jared Kushner has seen his security clearance downgraded from a top secret interim clearance to just a secret interim clearance, which is going to quite largely affect and quite significantly affect a lot of the things that have been in Jared Kushner's portfolio during the last 13 months in the White House. He's in charge of negotiating peace in the Middle East, but also relationships with Canada, Mexico, several things on his plate that are going to be affected by this, Erica, and also his day-to-day life here in the West Wing, because he's someone we know, one of the top officials in the White House, who has requested almost more information than any other official, access to highly classified information. And he's also someone who has read the Presidential Daily Brief, that document that the president gets that highlights the most pressing information from around the world, something that we know Jared Kushner looked at before but will no longer be able to look at with just a secret interim clearance. And that also came on the same day that the Washington Post reported that officials from 4 countries had discussed ways that they could exploit Jared Kushner by discussing ways they could do that through his financial problems he had before, his lack of foreign policy experience, several other things that certainly affect his standing here in the White House, Erica. So Jared Kushner coming to work today with a very, very different day-to-day life than he had the last 13 months.
Caitlin Collins, appreciate the update. Thank you. Still to come this hour, Special Counselor Bob Mueller now zeroing in on President Trump's business activities in Russia before he announced his run for president. Is Mueller crossing that red line the president's